So, you might notice, this is a completely brand new zoo. My other zoo, I still have it and still might return to it from here and there, but I just personally wasn't feeling it anymore. It was sort of becoming way too big for what it was. Just really big, really crowded, and of course, if you have Planet Zoo, you know that can lead to some technical difficulties. And going along with that, I wasn't really happy with the overall aesthetic of how the zoo was turning out. I was cramming in so many different things. I was trying to get all the species in a zoo, and all the exhibits kind of ended up just feeling cookie cutter. It was the same shape, pretty much one of three sizes, very little variation, asphalt paths and brick and chain link fences. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start over. I'm going to choose a very specific subset of species to build and really, really try to work on decorating it. I've seen a lot of better builds out there. I say this pretty much every video, but only way I'm gonna get better is if I try to. So in this episode, I'll kind of start the zoo by making this front entrance area, kind of like the front gates you would see at some zoos. Kind of going to be basing this building off of pretty much every zoo entrance I've ever seen. And probably, I have an idea for an exhibit, so I'm going to get to that. So this might be a bit of a longer video, but yeah, let's see how we go. Alright, so that was the most effort I've ever put into building a structure in this game. And it's a pretty basic structure, but, you know, front entrance of a zoo, you need it. I guess I'm gonna call it the LRT Wildlife Zoo, because the LRT, you know, the channel name, LRT Zoo would have sounded too bland, so threw wildlife in there to spice it up. The path was giving me a lot of trouble with everything, so as you saw, a lot of weird stuff going on, but the idea is the guests come through here, they go through one of the 4 lines for ticketing, and then they come out here and right up to the dodo statue once again. Just a good centerpiece for the zoo. Nothing too fancy. Maybe it's like a wishing fountain people toss their coins in. But yeah, I guess next time I'll be building an exhibit. I already kind of have an idea what I'm gonna build, and as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm going to be making probably less exhibits in this zoo, probably for like the species that are my favorite. So I need to really work hard on making a short list and then make really detailed special exhibits. So yeah, I think that's going to be all for now. Thanks for watching.